officers. And we're in the middle going, reduce police paperwork. We finish and head straight to Portcullis House, which is the office that the MPs work from. We get there, there is a line of police officers in front of the building guarding them. Sam goes, here's the banner, Mark. I pick up the banner. Tony goes, don't lift that banner up. We're 2 minutes too early. You lift that banner up, you're breaking the law. Keep it face down. So I keep the banner face down, looking at the police officers. They're looking at us, we're looking at them. Sam goes, stay in the zone! The police start going, there's something going on here, isn't there? Because some of them are detectives. Keep it face down, 30 seconds, stay in the zone, keep your concentration. I'm there. 10, 9, the cops go, bunch up, it's going to kick off. 7, 6, bunch up, link arms. I lift the banner up. We demand that MPs only have one job. They can't do the job they've got properly. Why should they be able to take other ones? They should resign from all their executive and non-executive directorships and give all the money they get for those jobs to this cop here who looks like he could do with it. And the cop goes, thanks. We finish there, straight onto Hungerford Bridge. Trolls! We want trolls! These goats come over here from Poland, nicking our jobs. These goats take our women, wouldn't happen with the trolls. So, finish that, straight onto the South Bank, where we're having a demonstration to ban static mimes. So we do that one, we do the aquarium, we do St Thomas Hospital, then we nip over the bridge and we do MI5. We're outside the MI5 building with a big banner demanding that MI5 erect a sign saying MI5. Because they got nothing out there that tells anyone who they are, and I don't think they're getting all their post. Come on, lads, we're fighting a war on terror. Now's not the time to drop the ball on communication. Straight up to Channel 4, Big Brother is shit, and we've got a little banner saying, not very good. So Tony and Sam are either side, and if they see anyone who they think will take offence, they shout, none! And I cover it up. We then move from there. What do we do? We did New Scotland Yard. Get to New Scotland Yard, you know, the whirling Toblerone at the top. And Sam just goes, before we get going, just want to say, don't shoot. Thanks a lot. Gives me the banner, up we go. We demand Commissioner Blair resign. Commissioner Blair resign. Commissioner Blair resign. Who do we want as Commissioner? PC Paul McAnally! Finish there, nip round to Westminster Abbey. God's dead, shut the Abbey. Finish there. We then go on to finish with our last demonstration in Parliament Square, and there is chaos ensuing. There are cops everywhere, there's riot horses, there's flashing fluorescent jackets, there's lights, there's sirens, there's badges, there's cars, there's wailing, there's banners being lifted up, there's people being carted away, and we walk towards it, Sam, Tony, myself and the wheelie bin, and the cop just goes, right, stay exactly where you are. Sam goes, gaze into the bin of permission. And the police officer goes, right, I know, I do know about you, Mark. Yeah, right. He says, the thing is this. He says, as you can see, we've got an ongoing incident over there. And the problem is you might go over there and incite something, or you might go over there and get dragged into something. And all I'm saying to you is, if I was you, if I was in your shoes, I'd come back and demonstrate on another day. I said, but I've got permission from the police to demonstrate, and now the police are telling me I can't demonstrate. He said, no, I'm just saying, if I was in your shoes, I'd come back and demonstrate on another day. I said, all right, if you were in my shoes, what would you, as me, say to you in response to what you, as you have just said? I would ask if I could talk to the senior officer in charge of operations and see if I could negotiate a facilitation of my legal right to demonstrate. I said, would you mind doing that? Yeah. So he comes back with a bloke in charge, who is genuinely absolutely huge. Seriously huge, but incredibly friendly, in the way that people in power are friendly. Just, hello, how are you? Good to have you killed. Hi, lovely. Lovely to see you. This one, just kidding, welcome. So, he said, what can I do for you, Mark? I think I know. You want to demonstrate? I said, yes. He said, your problem is this. He said, I've got a good 80 to 90% of the police officers in Parliament Square working today who are all from forces outside of London. Your problem is, that lot don't know the law. Your problem is the cops. I said, right. He said, you're going to go over there, you're going to go, hey, with me banner, and they're going to go, right, you're nicked. You'll go, no, I've got permission. They'll go, I don't know nothing about no permission. They'll chuck you in the back of a van, you end up the day in the cells, I get hit with an unlawful arrest suit, you don't want it, I don't want it, how do we solve it? I said, well, he said, I think I've cracked it. These two officers here, I'm assigning to escort you into the square to stop you getting arrested. So me, Tony and Sam and the wheelie bin with our new best friends Dick and Andy walk into Parliament Square, which is now full of, oi, push, shove, leave it, Nick, oi, get out of it. We're walking through and Andy is going, where would you like to demonstrate, Mr. Thomas? How about over here? I said, that's not a very good place. He goes, not a very good vantage point. How about that would be lovely. It's all right, it's legal, he's with us. I just felt like the Noel Coward of protesters. I should have been there in a smoking jacket. Not got your own escort, how very good. So anyway, after the demonstrations, who phones up? Guinness World Records. You are only looking at the world record holder for demonstrating. And this says the Guinness World Records certificate, the most political demonstrations carried out in 24 hours, is 20 by Mark Thomas, UK, on the 9th of October in 2006. Each demonstration was approved under the Serious Organised Crime and Police Act. And when they phoned up, I said, what's the catch? Because there's normally a catch. They said, well, all you have to do is provide us with your methodology. I said, well, it's just basically 10 minutes demonstration outside a different place, and you have to have a different theme, different idea behind each different place, and you have to get approval under the law. They said, that'll do. I said, why do you want my methodology? They said, well, other people will try and take your record. I said, take my record. They said, we will actively encourage it. And I thought, when the Guinness World Record is thrown down a gauntlet to Tony Blair over freedom of speech, things are looking brilliantly interesting. What's your one?
Anyone with a knighthood to be followed around by a troop of wandering minstrels singing songs of their deed.
This is a Voltaire quote, which is, it is dangerous to be right when those in power are wrong.
You're basically calling on the government to utilise the talents of David Hasselhoff.
I am asking the government to be more creative in the resources it uses to make the country a better place and solve the problems that we all have.
Involving the Hoff?
If the Hoff is part of that solution, then, you know, that would be great, but there's other ways too.
What have you got here?
Band walking.
Compulsory telegirl training for all MPs.
Public inquiry into the activities of BAE.
What's your one here?
Are you suggesting coconuts migrate?
For me, I suppose the thing was summed up when I saw a woman in one of the demonstrations holding up a big banner, and it just read, will you stop inventing crimes? Thanks ever so much for coming along. Cheers. Bye-bye.